Hi guys, Robo46 here, welcome yourselves back to MotoGP 18 on the Xbox One X. Let's continue with career mode. We're off to Phillip Island and our championship is coming together very nicely towards the end of the season. So let's get to it towards Phillip Island. So we are starting on pole position here at Phillip Island. This track is, I've done well here on this game over the previous few seasons. I think it's very rare that I haven't actually won here, so I do like this track. So let's see how we get on here aboard our Honda. I am ready to do this. Here we go. 9 laps around here. Marquez has got a better start. Lorenzo's got a better start. Vinales has got a better start. And so is DEgITx having a flying start. He moves up to 2nd place. And I am down in 7th as we go around the outside of all of them. And back into the lead, just like that. Got a bit wide. Is Marquez going to come through? No, but DEgITx's trying. DEgITx's through. But we should be able to go around the outside of him through here. There we go. Into Honda hairpin. And we've gone wide, way too wide. Oh, we've just lost one position, but we got it back. So back into the lead. So yeah, our main rivals, Vinales, we're ahead of him at the moment. And we've got to try and stay ahead. This is now, well, this last section is my weakest section of the track, especially this next corner. Yeah, DEgITx's come underneath. So DEgITx's through. We're on the inside for the left, but he's got ahead. That's Vinales just behind. Now they do tend to outbrake me into the final corner because I try and go slow and get a fast exit. That's forced me a bit wide. It's fine. Staying in 2nd place for now. Vinales behind me. DEgITx ahead. And we're closing rapidly on DEgITx. Try and go around the outside of him again. And we're back into the lead. And we've left the door wide open again. DEgITx's there. He's through. So DEgITx back into the lead. Okay, and we're back into the lead again. As we go into Honda hairpin again. Oh, no, a little nudge there from DEgITx. That's allowed him back through. Vinales still there. I'm going to try and cut back and get a good exit out of here. Oh no, DEgITx just shut the door at the last minute. Okay. We're way too wide there. And way too wide again. That's going to allow Vinales through. So Vinales is through into 2nd. And I've got Marquez on my tail now. He's gone around the outside and he's into 3rd. So we're back down to 4th now. Get a good run through the final corner. And we've got Marquez back. All over the curb. So now we've got to try and get past our main championship rival, Maverick Vinales, into turn 1. Oh, he's crashed! Vinales has crashed. He lost the front into turn 1. So he is down. Wow. That is pretty much going to be job done for me. He'll probably still get some points because he'll probably still finish in the top 10. But if we can get into the lead now, if we can maximise on this, then that will really pretty much guarantee our championship. Because Sepang will be next, and that's another strong circuit for me. And we're in the lead. Gone wide. DEgITx will come through. I'll cut back. No, I won't. He was in the way. Oh, no. Not going to work there. So yeah, Vinales on lap 3, crashing out. I'm just going to make sure I don't do the same. So Vinales has thrown his championship away. With 2 rounds left to go after this one. Sepang and Valencia. Okay, we're coming around to start lap 4. And we are behind Andrea Dovizioso. Try and get past him and get into the lead and just see if we can pull away as quick as possible. Around the outside into Honda hairpin. He's going to come through, he's going to go wide. I will turn tighter and get a better exit. And there we go, back into the lead. I'll try and hold a tighter line through here this time. It's a bit tighter than last time, but still left the door open, but no one came through. So the real challenge is going to be when we get on the braking in a minute to see if Dovizioso is going to come underneath. If he doesn't, then we're looking good to go. So we go downhill. He's not come through. Can we stay in the lead for the last couple of corners? If we can, we should be able to clear off. Yeah, I think we're going to be able to just disappear now. End of lap number 4. We've got a big gap over Dovizioso now. So now we can just click the laps off, and that is really going to extend our lead in the championship. Yeah, that was a big surprise that Vinales done that. I know Dovizioso's had quite a few crashes this season, but I wasn't expecting that from Vinales, especially here. But we are getting very, very close to the championship. I don't think we will be able to win it here. But I think it's going to be very close. In the last few races, we've just managed to pull away from Vinales and just... Especially when he had a 5th and a 6th, that really opened our lead out. Now he's just had a crash. That's going to open it out even more, providing we don't crash, of course. So I've got to make sure that I don't crash. Yeah, it would be nice to get it wrapped up before Valencia, because, as you guys know, I cannot stand Valencia. And it doesn't like me. So the feeling's mutual. Okay, we're coming to the end of lap 5 and we are going to start lap number 6. Okay. Well, whilst we're out front and we've got a nice lead, MotoGP is at Buriram this weekend. They've already had FP1 and FP2. FP1 was topped by the 2 fracture Yamahas, with Vinales being quickest and Rossi in second, which was a bit of a surprise. And FP2 was Dovizioso quickest, but kind of quite a lot of drama in FP2 with quite a few people crashing. One of them being the injured Jorge Lorenzo. He had another massive high side, but I mean, they were talking about it was almost as if the rear wheel just locked up and they had a bit of a seizure. So whether the rear wheel locked up, time of recording this hasn't been entirely confirmed, but it did look like it, and the onboard did sound like there was a lock-up. So yeah, it was a massive high side for him. He did get stretchered off, but it wouldn't surprise me if he was out for the remainder of the weekend, because he's already injured and he's done everything he could to come back for Buriram. But unfortunately, a big crash has well, going to make him even more sore than what he already was. So yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if Lorenzo was out. But by the time this video goes up, it may be confirmed that he is going to still try and race. So yeah, at time of recording, nothing's been confirmed and nothing's concrete. But yeah, personally, I don't think he's going to race, because that was a massive, massive crash. But it was nice to see the Yamahas were a bit quicker this time. And looking a bit more promising this weekend. So fingers crossed they're starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. I know it's way too little, way too late, especially for this season, but they have bought some new, or a new aero fairing, which they've been trying out. Whether they're going to use it in the race or not, we'll have to wait and see. And we'll have to wait and see if they prefer it to the older aero fairing. But yeah, just Yamaha stuck in a rut at the moment. But yeah, Vinales, he done his quickest time in FP2 on hard front and hard rear, and we don't often see the Yamahas on hard tyres, so it's going to be interesting. But yeah, Buriram's are looking quite good. They were in the 131s, so that will get quicker as the weekend progresses. FP3 they'll probably go even quicker, but one thing they do have to contend with is humidity and heat. All the guys looking very sweaty after their stint on the bikes just because of humidity, so that could play a factor in the race. But I mean, they're all fit as a fiddle, and yeah, it's just going to be down to heat exhaustion. Unless it rains, of course. We could see some rain. I know a few of them were doing flag to flag practices, so who knows? We could have some rain, or it might be sunny. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, the track itself, it's, I mean, World Superbikes go there. We've seen World Superbikes race around there. But yeah, let's hope it brings up some nice close racing. And yeah, hope everyone stays safe. But back to this race, we are coming towards the end of the penultimate lap. It's the final corner to negotiate. And then we are going to open it up down the start-finish straight. We've got a huge lead over DEgITx in second, and we are starting the final lap of Phillip Island. We are going to take 25 points again. Just starting to get the results when we need them right towards the end of the season. We'll have 2 races left to go, Sepang and Valencia. And I'm looking forward to Sepang. I think the Honda's going to work really well around there. But yeah, around here at Phillip Island it's worked absolutely fine. We are going to take another win. I want to see what the points difference is going to be after this race back to Vinales. It's not going to be over 50, I don't think. So I don't think we're going to wrap up the title here. Would be strange if we did, considering the season we've had, but yeah. We do have a nice block of races where yeah, we get to get some decent results. So final corner time. And another win for us, this time at Phillip Island aboard the LCR Honda. And another 25 important points for the championship. We've managed to stop crashing, which is good. So, yeah, where did Vinales finish? He's finished down in 9th, so he's still got inside the top 10. But yeah, that will not do his championship hopes any favours whatsoever. We'll have a look at what happened to him. We'll have a look at the replay. But yeah, DEgITx second, Marquez third. So what has that done to the championship? Oh, Vinales has lost second place to Marquez. So Vinales is 50 points behind now. Marquez is 47, so he's just slipped ahead. And yeah, we were close to wrapping it up here, but not quite. We've closed in on Yamaha in the team championship as well. That's come down quite nicely. Okay, so this is what happened to Vinales. He's going into turn 1. Just going to lose the front, and down he goes. And through I go. It's fast turn 1.
We are picking up again live from the track, where the top 3 riders have just arrived on the podium for the award ceremony. Each Grand Prix makes its own story, but these guys will definitely be ones to keep an eye on in races to come.
Yeah. Just keep our momentum going for the last 2 races of the season. Okay, well, we'll do a bit more bike development before Sepang, and then we'll get on with it. All we got to do really is get some, well, score some points, and we will be champions again. So, brakes. We'll do aggression. Then I'm thinking engine and do power. And then we'll go over to Sepang. Right, let's go get on with the penultimate round at Sepang. Okay, so unfortunately my recording didn't actually record properly and didn't save, so I can't show you guys Sepang. I did win the race. It wasn't a very interesting race. I won by over 10 seconds. So yeah, Moto3's been wrapped up, Moto2 has been wrapped up, and MotoGP has now been wrapped up. So I am world champion again aboard the LCR Honda, but there is still one thing to play for at Valencia. We already know that Honda have already taken the Constructors title. However, the Team Championship is still open. Look at that. We have managed to bring down the gap to 9 points before Valencia. So, that is going to be the aim for Valencia. Let's see if we can grab the Team Championship, because we've got 1 race to go. And if Crutchlow can pull it out of the bag, let's do this. So qualifying, not so great. It was in the wet and I was struggling. Managed to qualify on the second row in 4th, but did not have the pace of the front guys. So this is going to be a very difficult race because it is Valencia. I hate this track with a passion, and yeah, I really don't like doing this race, but I need to do it for the team, and let's see if we can get them the championship. Like I said, I've already been crowned the champion. Here we go. So, well, Petrucci got a good start. Our start wasn't too bad, but we have lost 1 place. We've got the inside of 2 of them. Oh, big contact there with Marquez, but we are passed into second. We are going to have to be super aggressive here because they will do that, which is fucking annoying around here. So, super aggressive at the inside of Marquez. Oh, shit! That was so close to a high side. Put my rear on the grass. We managed to sneak through into the lead. Dovizioso right behind us at the moment. Got to try and pull away. You may have noticed as well that I've actually turned my traction control and engine braking up to full because yeah, I did find that actually having them both on full was helping me, although not there because we've lost the lead to Rossi. We're up the inside and we're back in the lead. So this is actually the only track in the game so far that I have actually used engine braking on. All the others don't really need it, but this one, it just seems to help that a little bit extra and seems to be able to give me just a couple of attempts, because I did do warm-up and that was the first dry session we had, and I was quickest in that by about a 1/10 of a second, so not a huge lead, but the engine braking definitely helped a lot in that. So we're using it for the race. We've just done lap 1. We've got 9 laps to do around here. The thing is, if I win this, it's all going to come down to where Crutchlow finishes. If he can finish in a decent position, we can take this championship for the team, because well, we've got Rossi in second, so at the moment we're only going to close in by 5 points. So I'll bring it down to a 4. So we need Crutchlow to finish a few places ahead of Viñales to enable us to get the championship, the team championship. So yeah, I'm doing what I need to do at the moment. Whether I can stay here is a completely different matter. It is Valencia. I hate this track. I find it an absolutely abysmal track. And yeah, got to do 9 laps around here. So I'm going to just do what I can out front, try and stay out front, and the rest is going to be up to my teammate Cal Crutchlow. It would be really, really nice if he could get a decent result, and we managed to just sneak the team championship in the final race. Yeah, I was really pissed off about Sepang because, I mean, like I said, it wasn't the most exciting of races. I managed to get in the lead really early on and just pull away. And I was going over a second a lap quicker than everyone else, and we ended up winning the race, the whole race, by over 10 seconds. So, yeah, it wasn't the most exciting races to watch. But, yeah, we're properly on form. The Honda worked really well around Sepang, hence why I was able to put in some really good lap times. And yeah, so we are world champions again. We will be properly crowned after this race, though. We'll get the little cutscene. But yeah, Honda wrapped up the Constructors title. We've done that a few rounds ago. But yeah, I can't believe how much we've managed to bring down that Team Championship down to 9 points. It's going to be really close, I know it is. The thing is, it is completely out of my hands at the moment. Like I said, we will close it in by 5 points, but it will depend on where Vinales and Crutchlow finish. If Vinales finishes ahead of Crutchlow, which is very likely, then we won't win it. But if Crutchlow can finish ahead of Vinales, not only has he got to finish ahead of Vinales, he's got to finish quite a few places ahead of Vinales, especially if he's at the top 3. So, yes, yeah, it's going to be a big ask, but I'll just do what I got to do. So we may end up losing the team championship by like 1 or 2 points, which is going to be really annoying because we've managed to bring it down so close, and we'll bring it down to, well, pretty much nothing by the end of this race. But I mean, and then I'll look back at the rounds that I crashed out of and thinking, well, that's probably where we lost it really. But we've been trying to play catch up with the factory Yamaha team for pretty much most of the season, so it is pretty good that we've managed to bring it down to 9 points, and it has gone down to the final round of the season. But yeah, I'm not really pulling away from Rossi at the moment, which is a little bit worrying. I'm a bit concerned that towards the end of the race he may sneak back past. And of course, if he does that, then yeah, it will definitely be game over and we will not win the team championship. So really, I have to win this race. That is the short of it. Yeah, I've turned engine braking down to 3 just because it was kind of not feeling that good on the brakes, the engine brakes. So I've turned it down to 3 just to tone it down a bit. I don't want as much engine braking as I was having at the beginning of the race, and when the tyres start going off as well, if I still have it on full, I'm going to be more likely to crash because the rear is going to come around a lot easier. So turned it down just by 1, and yeah, it doesn't seem as aggressive on the engine braking now, which is good. But yeah, we're on lap 5 of 9. We're still in the lead. Yeah, I really hate this track. I think this... yeah, I think it has overtaken Motegi as my least favourite track now. This is just... I just hate this track. It's a crap track, basically. It doesn't help that the AI are really strong around here, so you really have to try. Especially in the wet, when we were doing free practice and I was trying to get inside the top 10 just to put myself through to Q2. My first few laps, I was like 2 seconds off their pace, and I was thinking, this ain't looking good. But I did manage to bring it down to just under a second slower. I think I was about 8/10 slower, and that put me slap bang in 10th place, which meant that we just went through to Q2. And in Q2, it wasn't raining like free practice was, it was just a wet track. And it started off alright, and then of course the track started drying, and everyone started going quicker and quicker. And yeah, only managed to put it in 4th place. But again, I had to really try in that, and I could only manage 4th place. But yeah, warm-up was dry, so when I saw that, I thought, well, the race is probably going to be dry then, so we better put some dry practice in, and that's when I messed about with the engine braking and traction control, and then found out, yeah, actually, it's probably best if I use them. So I just by habit, I turned them off, and traction control down to 2 at the start of the, well, on the grid. Then remembered, actually, I need them for this track only. But yeah, quickest in warm-up, but only by 10th. But yeah, at the moment we're looking alright. We've pulled away from Rossi a little bit, but not a huge amount. Just enough to keep him at bay. Lap 7. Just gonna keep ticking off those laps. So also in between free practice and that, I was looking on Twitter, and yeah, looking at Lorenzo, and he was saying that he doesn't feel like he should continue the weekend at the moment, but he's going to reassess this situation tomorrow, and see how he feels tomorrow, whether he carries on for the weekend and races on Sunday, or if he sits out completely. Okay, well, getting towards the end of lap 7. I don't think any bike has really felt that great around here, to be honest. I mean, the Honda is probably the one that's felt the best around here, but it still doesn't feel that good. I mean, rear grip is still an issue, even with traction control whacked up on full. No, the arrow's still there, so Rossi is still there. Going to finish lap 7. Penultimate lap time. We're near the end of Valencia. Do not screw up now, Robbo. Otherwise, I will throw my controller out the window. This is for LCR Honda. Is it going to be enough, though? I know I've done enough, but it's going to come down to Cal Crutchlow. And of course, I haven't got the information popping up on screen because I've turned all that off. So I don't entirely know where he is on track. And that's, I mean, I guess in a way it's not a distraction for me to be looking at that. So I can just do what I'm doing out front. But at the same time, I would like to know if this is enough. Where is Crutchlow gonna finish? I just got a horrible feeling that Vinales is going to finish ahead of him. Well, we'll find out very, very shortly, because after these last couple of corners, we're going to have 1 lap to go, and then all will be revealed. Okay, 1 lap to go. Rossi's still just hanging on, so I still cannot afford to do anything stupid. I can't afford to back off the pace too much on the final lap either, otherwise he will be on me. Just try and keep him behind. We can do this. Just keep it together for 1 more lap. Stay ahead. Well, we're looking alright at the moment. He's not that close. I just got a horrible feeling it's still not going to be enough. Oh, that wasn't a good exit. Just a few corners left to go. And we will be done with our season aboard the LCR Honda. It's been an up and down season. We've had 5 crashes. Well, 5 crashes during races anyway. Rossi's really close actually, but not close enough. We are going to win. We're going to do a stoppie as well. Whoa! Okay, that was a big crash, but luckily we were over the line, so it's fine. So, Crutchley finished 3rd and Vinales down in 7th. I think that's it. I think we might have just pulled this off. I think we may have just done this. It was 9 points. Marquez is way down, so is Dovizioso, but Vinales in down there. Yeah. Well, we already know I was champion anyway. Crutchlow has moved up a position as well. So, we already knew they'd done the Constructors. We've done it by 3 points! We have won the team championship for LCR Honda by 3 points. Wow. If I was Yamaha, I would be super pissed off. But we've done it. I don't think we're going to be able to do the Triple Crown this season. But somehow we have done it. I think that may be the last Triple Crown I'm able to do. Because we've got a new team to pick for next season. And it's going to be either KTM or Aprilia. Wow. Was not expecting that.
This is the pit of the new world champion, where excitement is
through the roof. We are world champions again in MotoGP 18. That's our 4th title in the Premier class. Right. Yeah, so we've won it with Aspar Ducati. We have won it with LCR Honda, obviously. We've won it with the factory Yamaha team. And we have won it with the Suzuki team. So, is it going to be Aprilia or KTM for me for next season? Wow. I'm not entirely sure which one to pick, to be honest. So, we've got Aprilia and KTM. I'm actually leaning more towards Aprilia for this season, and then we'll do one more season, and that will be KTM. So yeah, Aprilia for next season. This is going to be... Well, oh, we're already starting out as the first rider as well. Anyway, guys, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave this video a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel for more content, and I shall see you guys in the next video. See you!